easy, everyone. I mean, I purposely waited till after the game a while because my heart is still racing at that. The Ben Random derby, Leeds Arsenal, one of the most tense second halves I've ever experienced as a fan. Like the nerves of watching that. Where to start? I thought the first half we controlled the game. I thought we didn't really create a lot, but the way that Saka took that, phenomenal. And I thought that just put us in the ascendancy. It was like, all right, it's a short now. Come on, see the game. Game management. Throughout this season, our game management, I'd say it's been second to none. It's been incredible. So I thought, we can go on and build on this now. You can tell that Jesus was a bit short of it. Fair play. You can tell he'd not trained. But I understood the tactical masterstroke genius touch that Arteta did with playing Tomiyasu as left back last week to neutralise Salah. But this week, I felt like it impeded us and we were very lopsided. So all our attacks were going down the right because as soon as it was coming to Tomiyasu, he was cutting back. When he was cutting back, it meant that it stagnated any momentum that we were able to get, especially with Martinelli wanting to cut back in as well. It meant that there was no one overlapping. So that was a bit fragmented. I thought that we'd see Tierney come on a bit earlier in the second half. I thought it would have been changed at half time, if I'm being honest. I'd have started Tierney, and I don't want it to be seen as a thing, but I do think if you're Kieran Tierney thinking now, hold up a set, I'm third choice behind a guy who obviously is in Zinchenko's class, and you get that. But Tomiyasu, as quality as he is, he's a right back. So what's that saying to Kieran Tierney? Now, I'm not here to get into the drama of it because it is all about trust the process and harmony, everything like that. But when I saw that team sheet and then I saw the way that the first half played out, it didn't work this time putting Tomiyasu as left back. It didn't. Felt it stagnated us. Moving on to the second half, we just didn't show up. I mean, they scored just after half time. It was a foul. But again, we got a bly. Then centre-backs making errors. As midfield weren't able to contribute to create anything. We couldn't keep the ball. We weren't stringing 3-4 passes together, never mind 10, 15. And then they started building momentum. The Ellen Road faithful, some of the most raucous fans in world football, once they get behind that team and it was coming, and then before you know it, the error by Saliba, it had been built on the foundation of us not being able to implement our football. We weren't playing. So the fact that they were closing us down because we hadn't settled into the second half meant that we weren't on as touches, which meant that they was cutting us off higher up the field, which meant that they were then creating a lot more pressure in dangerous areas. And if they could finish, I'm telling you, man, it would have been blown out of the water. It was a penalty. About time that someone missed the penalty against us, or we get a penalty that's saved, because it's been a while. And Ramsdale deserved that. Ramsdale was unbelievable today. If ever there's a man of the match performance and there's a keeper keeping you in the game, it's Aaron Ramsdale. So props to my brother there. And he deserved that stroke of fortune. And he went the right way as well, so you know what I'm saying. But yeah, second half was wild. It was wild. The chances that they had, we just could keep. I don't know if it's fatigue from Europe. I'm just not sure. But to get away with that, 3 points, clean sheet. Now listen, the elephant in the room, which I've been addressing recently, but now with us playing PSV twice, with us playing Zurich upcoming as well in the Europa, and then with us playing Southampton and Forest, now is the time. I won't say drop, I'll say rest Gabriel. Rest Gabriel now. Too many games, he has made errors which will come back to bite us. That, in the stoppage time at the end of the game, is lunacy. Now, be it was a foul before and the ref changed the decision and It was something that it was the momentum and it wasn't seen. It was, why is he getting involved in that? And last week, it was the handball against Liverpool, which wasn't given. And the week before, he's going down and giving fouls and penalties. And you see what I'm saying? Like, I back Gabriel, but something needs to be done where he's played, I think a start, it was like 45 games on the spin or something like that. He's secure in that team because he's our own left-sided centre-back. But his complacency in certain situations will come back to bite us. So now that we've got some lighty games, it's the Premier League, so I don't want that to come back, you know what I'm saying? But now that we've got games where we can look to rotate our squad, now I would like to see Saliba and Ben White centre-backs, Tomiyasu right-back, and Tierney left-back. Let's just see how that goes and rest some players as well. That's what I'd like to see over the next coming weeks. But listen, we're still top of the league. I was watching the first half of Liverpool City. That's 0-0 at half-time. Liverpool have had some decent chances, but City just looks so dangerous. But if anything can be took from this game away from City, either 3 points to Liverpool or even a draw, then, you know, it has us even more sitting pretty at the top. Because that's where we are, at the top, after getting those 3 points at Ellen Road. Ben Random Derby, 1-0. Big up Saka for that finish. And we move, man. We move. Games like this show character, grit, and luck and fortune. But we grow. Many seasons ago, even last season, would have lost that. They would have scored, and then the momentum would have been, and they'd have ended up getting a winner. So look, we take it, we move. Let's keep going, man. Peace and light. Enjoy the world. Bless.